Hey everybody, it's Wayne from Traveler's Choice Luggage. While I'm quarantined, I thought it would be a good time for me to share some of my top 10 travel hacks with everybody. Things I like to do to prepare myself when I'm traveling from point A to point B. If you're ready, I am. So let's go. Number one, I always bring a phone charger and a battery pack every single time that I go on a plane or take a long car ride. I use a lot of electronic devices, and I never seem to have enough power or places to charge. Fortunately, with Traveler's Choice, and I'm putting a link in the description here to this video, we have a lot of selection as far as built-in power options, USB ports built right into the luggage, so that makes it really convenient when I have to go on a trip somewhere. Number two, I like to prepare myself for airport security. And what I mean by that is, when I get out of the car, I put my identification in a pocket along with my boarding pass. I remove all of my change. I get myself ready for the TSA checkpoint. That way, while everybody else is fumbling and fumbling with themselves, I can just slide right in and get right through security. I even sometimes bring a slip-on pair of shoes. That way I can slip them on, slip them off, bam, I'm right through security in no time flat. Number three, first thing that I do in the morning before I travel is I take a photograph of the bags that I'm going to be using on that trip. And the reason that I do that is because it helps in identifying them later on in case something gets lost. I don't have to worry about remembering what bags I took. I immediately know, and I've got a picture of them. I also bring my own favorite snacks. That's number four. Look, let's face it, the food on an airplane, not so good. So I treat it just like I would a long car ride, and I pack a few of my very favorite snacks, and I pack enough to share with the people that are sitting next to me, and it tends to make that flight a whole lot shorter for me. I don't know about many of you, but here's my fifth tip. I am married to a woman who hates flying, absolutely cannot stand it, and the slightest bit of turbulence really freaks her out. So we discovered that the earlier in the morning that you fly, the less likely that you're going to run into any turbulence. So that's number five. That's my fifth tip. Now, speaking of flying, the cheapest flights are Tuesdays. That's the cheapest flights, generally speaking. That's the cheapest day of the week to fly. And to be exact, Tuesdays, buying a ticket Tuesdays at 3 p.m. generally save you the most money. Tip number 6, easy. Tip number 7, check in at least 24 hours before your flight. That's the best time to check in case you're having to pick your seat or to make sure that your seat and your reservations have been accepted and you've not been bumped. And you may want to, about an hour before your flight, make sure that everything's running smoothly and on time. Number 8, and this is especially, goes for where we are right now. I like to bring wipes and a hand sanitizer with me when I go on a flight. Anybody that's ever walked up to an airline seat, taken a look, man, they don't have a whole lot of time to clean and sanitize that plane. So I use hand sanitizer, and I buy wipes that do not contain alcohol and do not contain ammonia or bleach. For whatever reason, it affects the hard plastic. It affects the flame retardancy. So I don't want to cause any kind of smoke in the cabin or anything like that. Hey, I know it's a little overboard, but I like to sanitize the tray, the armrests, the buckle, anything that people have been touching and they have not been able to clean, especially right now. I like to get it cleaned up a little bit. Number 9, and this is probably one of my best tips. Put the booking phone number for the airline that you're on in your phone ready. If that flight happens to cancel, If you get canceled, the last thing that you want to do is be in the line of people trying to rebook. Relax. Dial the number and phone them from where you're sitting. Avoid the line. You have the number. Explain the situation to the booking agent. They'll get you fixed right up. And bonus tip, take a look around and see if there's somebody, either an elderly passenger or a single mother that has children that's flying. Maybe give them a hand too. Now, my last tip, tip number 10. Bring an extra set of headphones. Every single one of us, or most of us, have been on a plane where there's been a child or there's been somebody who wants to, talk a little bit too much and we just want to, peace. Offer them a set of headphones and let them use them during that flight. It's a very quick and easy way to get a struggling child to hush, or maybe a seatmate that you really didn't want to talk to. That's it. 10 of my very favorite travel hacks. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe even take a look at some of the products on our website. And be looking out for more of these tips and, more videos like this. Safe travels, everybody.